Greetings, my dear friends, and welcome back. It's your favorite language-loving host, Jay, and I am excited to discuss the first Mother Tongue Family Life Festival that kicked off on February 25th. I mean, who doesn't love a festival that celebrates native languages and science education? It's like combining the best of both worlds. Can you imagine the conversations at this festival? So, someone asked me, "What's your mother tongue?" And I said, "Oh, it's Hakka." And then they asked, "Wow, that's amazing. Where's your mother tongue?" And I was like, last time I checked, it was still in my mother's mouth. And then they continued to ask me, "Oh, okay, but how is your mother tongue?" And I was like, "Well, I don't know. I'd have to ask my dad, but I'm pretty sure it's just as yummy and flavorful as Hakka food." And they asked again, it's getting confusing, but why is your mother tongue called your mother tongue? Shouldn't it be your father tongue?" And I was like, wow, mind blown. I mean, I guess it's called the mother tongue because it's the language we first learn from our mothers. But shouldn't it be called the father tongue too, since we learn from our fathers too? Or maybe it should be called auntie tongue, uncle tongue, or grandma tongue, depending on who taught us the language. It's like a whole new level of family dynamics. And then someone else asked me, what happens if you have two mothers or two fathers? Which one is your mother tongue? And I was like, wow, you guys are really asking the tough questions. But all jokes aside, the Mother Tongue Family Life Festival is an incredible way to celebrate and learn about the languages and cultures that make us who we are. So let's toast to the festival and to all the languages and families out there. No matter who taught us our mother tongue, father tongue, auntie tongue, uncle tongue, or whoever tongue, cheers. After all, language is what brings us together and makes us unique. Okay, without further ado, let's return to the topic. The festival took place at the National Taiwan Science Education Center in Shilin, Taipei, Taiwan. And boy, oh boy, did they have some great activities for all ages. 30 booths showcase different local languages, complete with games and shows. I mean, who knew learning a language could be so much fun? It's like a party for your brain. But be warned, learning a new language can have some unexpected side effects. Like, for example, when you start dreaming in your new language and wake up feeling like you are a foreign spy or something. Or when you accidentally use the wrong language in a conversation and end up saying something totally embarrassing. Trust me, I know from experience. And now let's continue our exploration of the festival, folks. The festival also had fun exhibitions demonstrating sound waves, and let me tell you, there's something mesmerizing about watching sound waves move through space. It's like watching a dance party in action. But hold on a sec. Speaking of sound waves, That reminds me of a classic debate. Are sound waves particles or waves? I mean, it's a tricky question. On the one hand, sound waves can be measured and quantified, just like particles. But on the other hand, they also exhibit properties of waves, like frequency and wavelength. Personally, I like to think of sound waves as tiny little dancers. They move and groove through the air, creating an invisible dance party that we can't see but can certainly feel. And just like dancers, sound waves come in all shapes and sizes. Some are slow and sultry, like a ballroom dance, while others are fast and frenzied like a rave. Now, let's pick up where we left off. And if you are worried about the language barrier, fear not. The center volunteers were on hand to explain science using local languages. So even if you are not fluent in a particular language, you can still learn some cool science facts in a familiar language. Talk about a win-win solution. But more than just having fun, the festival strives to preserve native languages and strengthen cultural identity. And let me tell you, that's something we should all get behind, unless you are one of those people who only speak in emojis. I mean, we all have our mother tongues, and they are a part of who we are, just like our love for cheesy puns and dead jokes. So why not celebrate our languages and pass them down to future generations like an heirloom or a really great recipe? And let's not forget about the importance of respecting father tongues too. After all, we wouldn't be here without our fathers. And who knows, maybe we will all celebrate at the Father Tongue Family Life Festival one day. I can see it now. Fathers from all over the world gathering together to share dad jokes and dad dances, while their children roll their eyes and pretend not to know them. It's like the ultimate dad convention, thanks to the power of language and culture. And let's give a big shout out to the Mother Tongue Family Life Festival and all the fantastic people who made it possible. Cheers to celebrating language, culture, and the power of learning something new. Here's to a world where all languages and cultures are respected, celebrated, and passed down to future generations. It's been a blast, folks, but sadly, that's all the time we have today. Thanks for joining me on this linguistic adventure. Until next time, keep on speaking your mother tongue, father tongue, auntie tongue, or whatever tongue makes you happy. And that's a wrap. See you later, Hakka Gator.